Hi there, it's Emma from Emma's Cards and Paper Crafts. Today I've got a little project in the mail from the lovely Heather over at Nellie Stampers. So I've got a little bit behind with our lovely projects that she keeps sending us through the mail. And they're all stacked up on my desk and they're just sat there and they're screaming at me. They're like, make me, make me. So I've got one of them out today. This one is a cute little gift box for a penguin. So what better to decorate it with than a penguin? So that is what we are doing today. I'm going to carefully pop out everything that she sent me. So this is my favourite suite as well. So this is the Snowy Days suite, or Snowy Wonder. It's got several different names, whether it be the suite, the scrapbooking kit. There's a couple of stamp sets that actually go with it as well. So you've got a stamp set alongside the scrapbooking kit that also coordinates. I haven't bought yet, but I have bought the scrapbooking kit and it's on its way. It's supposed to be delivered today. It's finally been let out of jail in Germany. It's been stuck in Germany for 2 weeks now. My lovely prize from Sam over at Pootles. So at the Pootler's retreat, I won first prize in the raffle, which was a £100 voucher for spending on whatever I wanted. So of course I had to buy a kit because I just love the scrapbooking kits. So I'm going to put my snowflakes to one side, so I don't want to lose those. And then I've got 4 pieces of DSP, my lovely penguin, my other lovely penguin, a punched piece that's been through the snowy embossing folder. I can't think what this one's called, but I really wanted it, but it's too big for my embossing machine. It's a 6x6 embossing folder, I think it is, and my biggest machine I've got for embossing and die cutting is only an A5 machine, so it won't quite fit. So I've got the little cutting guide right next to me, so we're going to give this all a fold first, and then I'm going to cut off the bits that we don't need. So I'm going to put this cutting guide back in front of me. So this corner's got to go, this big one's got to go, and then we're going to notch these 3. So let's start with that. Oh, and I've got an avalanche at the side coming at me. I really do need to have a desk tidy up. It's driving me nuts, but it's not driving me nuts enough to actually want to find new homes for everything. Every time I buy more craft stuff, I'm like, it'll find its home, but then it never finds its home. It just like adds and adds. So yeah, this big one's going, and then we're going to notch this one. I'm carefully dropping it in my bin as I go. My bin's between my legs underneath my table, and then we're not going to cut off this big one. Oh no, you won't believe what I've done. I was holding my paper up the wrong way and I've gone and cut it the wrong way, haven't I? Oh, so clever I am. You know what? Let's start again. Let's find a new piece of card and we will get the measurements and we will make our own. Give me 1 second while I find some cardstock. Right, so I'm back. I've got a new piece of cardstock and now we're going to figure it out. So I'm going to hold this one on the bottom here and figure out all of my measurements. So first score is going to be at 3/4 of an inch. Let's put the blade well out of my way. Let me just double check that. Get 3/4 of an inch. Next score line, let's flip it around the other way. Let's flip it around that way. Next one is at 1/2 inch. So I'm starting at the other end of the cardstock now, and then the last one is at 1 1/4. Right, so that's those measurements. Now let's flip it round. So I'm holding it the right way. So then we're going to go 1/2 inch. Then 1 1/4. And this is where I'm going to have to figure it out now. So that one's going to be at, no, I need to turn my cardboard round, don't I? So I've done that one, I've done that one. Next one needs to be at 2 3/4. And then the next one needs to be at 3 1/2. Is that right? Yeah, that looks right. Right, there we go. That out of the way. Right, so we're going to look at this a little bit more carefully this time, okay? It goes up. I know where I've gone wrong. The diagram is for the little edge to be this side and 2 lanes to be at this side, but then it's been scored this way around. It's not my fault, Heather, it was your fault. Right, so now I'm going to very carefully look at my plan this time, right? So this is my bottom, but in reverse, because on the picture this bit is this side, not this side. So we're still taking out this teeny tiny corner here. It's always something to throw me off. I've just got a whole day with no kids, just doing a bit of housework. I've got the washing on downstairs, folded all the laundry that's already washed and dried. I've tidied one of the kids' rooms. Still have to work on the other one, but I needed to take a break from that because sitting on the floor too long absolutely kills my knees and my back. So one room done. The hoover's just on charge, so I can hoover it when I'm done with this video, and I feel like I've actually made progress on house things today. Right, so now we're going to look properly. So we're going to take out these 2 here. I'm going to notch here slightly. It's not quite cut the corner enough. There we go. And then we're going to take off this little square. There we go. And then we're going to cut down here. I'm going to change this cutting guide slightly. I know that's a bad idea for me when I've already got it wrong once. I'm going to keep my long flap that tucks closed in the middle because I want this bit to be the front and this bit to be the back, because I don't like it when you see the seams at the front. I know it's probably just me being pedantic, but so we're going to cut this little square off here, like that, and then we're going to cut this one off completely. Now before I cut, let's check twice. That's going to be my flap to close, that's going to be my flaps to, let's just fold it to double check before I go and cut anything else off that I feel like I shouldn't be cutting off. So yes, that's going to be the back, that's going to be my side flaps to go in, that one to go down. So yes, this one here needs to go. And now we're just going to ever so slightly notch these flaps, just so they close a little bit nicer. And we're going to notch these 2 sides as well, because they're going to be tucking back inside the box to hold it closed. Like that. And then notch these ones here as well, ever so slightly. go. Right, let's get rid of all these little bits. And we are going to use our fail-safe method of making sure our box is square by folding it literally in half. So the reason I get these lovely projects from Heather each month is because she's my team leader. So every month, because she's the opposite end of the UK to me, I can't make it to any of her in-person events. So just for being on her team, she sends them to me through the post, which is very, very kind of her. And that's why I end up with such lovely projects. So because, like I said, I don't like seeing the seams at the front, so this is going to be my front. We're going to fold this flap in last, so you've got the nice clean edge again as well. So we're going to put the bottom in first, and we're going to whack some glue on there. Now you could have decorated this while it is flat, but because the ribbon, by the looks of it, goes around underneath. I'm not sure if it goes around underneath the... No, it only goes underneath the layer on there. I was going to say it might go behind the DSP, but it doesn't. It just goes behind the white embossed layer. Right, we're going to put up... Where is my penguin gone? Did anybody see where I put the penguin? The penguin has run away. Ah, there he is. I'm going to put him in so that he's got a little bit of weight on the bottom just to hold my glue. And then we're going to tuck this end in like so. We're going to leave him stood up a minute just to glue the bottom extra well. And then we're going to take a look at our layers. What size do we have? Got snow globes one side. It's going to be snowflakes because I love the snowflakes, and I felt so bad about cutting through snow globes. Now this has been sent to me as a kit, I don't feel so bad that it's been cut through the snow globes. So I'm definitely going to use the snowflake side. So the piece of ribbon, we're going to put the DSP on first, and the piece of ribbon is going to go round, and we'll hide the join underneath the layer here. And then we've got our, oh, I can't even pick it up, lovely cute little penguin to go in the middle, and then we have our snowflakes to decorate with. So let's start gluing some layers. Which one do I want as my front? I'm not really going to see the snowflakes, but I feel like there's more snowflakes on this piece. This one's going to be my front piece, so we'll put this one on first. And that bit goes like that. There we go. Now we're going to turn it on its side. We're going to do a side strip. Turn it on its front. And even then my box went wonky because it didn't. Oh, it's sliding a little bit. Only a little bit though. When I closed my flaps, I didn't make sure they were completely straight. Good thing about wet glue is you do have a little bit of time to work with it, so even if it has set a tiny bit, you've still got some wiggle room. There's that one. And then last but not least, let's do the last side. There we go. Now we're back to our front. So we're going to, is it front or back to this ribbon? No. I'm going to lay it under round. We're going to hide our join here. So I'm going to put a, what shall I use? I'm going to use a tiny bit of double-sided sticky tape just to hold those in place. It'll be hidden underneath. You won't be able to see it. Just got to make sure it's not too long so that it's not peeking out from underneath my layer. So I'm going to put that across like that, just to hide my join. And I need my pokey tool because nails have got the better of me the last few days. I've had to file them down a little bit already because they were getting too long. I had my pokey tool literally a second ago. I moved it when I started tidying my desk a little bit. There it is. So I am going to take this paper off so that my dimension will stick to the double-sided sticky paper, but it still holds it in place. Oh, come on. I must have the world's best double-sided sticky tape because the paper layer doesn't even want to come off of it. There we go, finally got it. Right, so our emboss side, I want to be able to see some of the snowflakes, hopefully. But I feel like Penguin's going to hide them. Yeah, he is. But if I put it up that way, you can see more of the snowflakes. You can see this one and this one. But the really nice one gets hidden, which is a shame. So yeah, we're going to put it up this way. I'm going to take my dimensionals. And then put one here. One here. One here. One here. And then, nope, straight in the bin. Need to keep up with this habit, don't I? And then this is going to go on the front like this. Yep. And you know I'm going to stick my penguin on dimensionals as well, because I can. There we go. Put those few there for another day. And let's put him so I can still see my... There we go. And now we're going to do the tricky bit. We're going to need tweezers for this. And let's put 5 dabs of glue, so come on, glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put my little ones on there. Sorry if you've got my head now. One there. Big one there. Nice big one there. And nice big one there. Look, he kind of blends in with the green snowflake and enhances it. There we go. So there's our lovely little penguin gift box. And you know what? Let's do a double whammy. Let's see what's in my other envelope of projects in here. Because I do have a couple. Ooh, we have one for a card using the same suite. Ooh. Yep, let's make the card as well. So, we're going all out with the Snowy Wonder. Let's pop this one off to the side and try and tidy up my mess a little bit. Put my paper out the way so we don't get confused. So, here we have the card stocks. This is a fun fold card. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, there's lots in here. Lots and lots. And my snow globe. No, that makes me snow globe. That must be for a sentiment. So, let's just have a quick look at what we are making. Right, I've got this stood up next to me. Right, so these bits are just to strengthen it, just because it is only DSP. So she's given us some cardstock to... Oh, she even included a lovely envelope. We are going to stamp this envelope. I'm going to make some nice snowflakes on there, I think. And so we've got... Ooh, I'm feeling like stripes for this one, just so it brings in the red. I know it brings in the red from the holly as well, but I really like the stripes. Yeah. So then that's our envelope. That's our scrap for stamping. That is scrap for sentiment panel. And this needs a little bit of stamping. And this is our central piece of cardstock. Right, I think I know where I'm at. Let's find some stamps. So, let's find my stamp set. Snowy Wonder, there it is. So, this is the stamp set. And we're going to get all of the snowflakes out, I think. So 3 snowflakes we have in here. Yeah. So we need 3 blocks. Let's pop this over to the side a minute. A little itty bitty one. I did have so many blocks in front of me. A reasonably small one as well. So that one can go there. That one can go on there. And then we need a normal size block. There we go for that one. So first things first, we're going to fold and burnish score lines on the card base. So yes, it folds in like that and then back out like that. In like that and back out like that. Yes. Yeah. It's not quite straight though. There we go. That's a little bit straighter. Let's find my bone folder. Oh, let's get my lovely new Stampin' Up one out. Here we go. So, ooh, my lovely brand new one that was in my lovely little goodie gift from Heather from the Pootler's Retreat. So, rubbish in the bin. Let's get this so it was sitting flush again. Like that. And like that. There we go. So now it sits nice and flush in the middle. Well, almost as good as it's going to get. And then it says, add the narrower pieces of DSP to the front panel. So we're going to do the front panels first. And we're going to have stripes. The stripes both go the same way though. Oh yeah, look. Perfect, they match. Yep, so, yep, and just to confirm they do match. The pattern matches the other side too. Let's get some glue on these. So we're going to start with the right hand one first. Okay. And there we go. Looks straightish to me. Ish. There we go. And then the wider pieces of DSP to the panel behind, so these bits here. Oh, you know what? We could go with a bit of both. We could have the holly leaves there. Do these pieces match? Not that it really matters, but oh, they do as well. Even better. So we're going to put these ones with a holly behind. Make the best of both worlds. There we go, there's that side. Then no. Is that which way it round matches? Oh no. I was so for the matchy and then I've gone and messed it up, haven't I? Yeah, it goes that way. Oh no, and I've gone and put glue on there now. Today's not a good day for me. Right, let's stick this one down quickly and then we'll get rid of that glue in a sec. You won't see it luckily because it's behind, but I don't want it to stick that flap down. Let's get rid of the worst of it. There we go. That's the worst of it gone. We'll wait till it completely dries and then we'll just give it a gentle rub over and it will pretty much all come off. So we're not going to push that down flat just yet. So we're going to leave that like that. Let's work on assembling our snow globe. So we need to put this piece on here just to strengthen it. So if you want to see Heather's versions of these, do pop over to her page, which is Stamp With Nellie. And I'm sure she's already got the videos up because I'm sure she made these a long time ago. They've been sat in my stack of things for a good couple of weeks. Just me looking at them and admiring them. And now that I'm well underway with Christmas projects, I'm in love. I love this suite. I think it's only like the second suite that I've really been in love with since I've done Stampin' Up. The first one was the Hues of Happiness. I could have used that suite all day long. It's my absolute favourite. I was so upset when they retired it. Right, so we're going to pop those bits to one side and we're going to let that dry a minute. So we are going to find our sentiment and we're going to do a little bit of stamping on here and we're going to do a little bit of stamping on the back of our envelope flap. So because I only want the back of the envelope flap stamped, we'll just hold it open like this and we'll just stamp along this edge here, and then when it comes to wanting to do this top edge, we'll close it again and then you just have that edge showing. So there's tricks, no need to mask or anything like that. Right, so first things first, there's a little bit of an edge there. It's a little bit fluffy. Let's get my scissors on that. Just get rid of the fluffy edge. What colour should we stamp in? I want to say we're going to go with Poppy Parade, which is the red that's in this, which is this red, which is Poppy Parade. So we're going to go with Poppy Parade. I think I've pretty much memorised these colours after making so many swaps with this suite. So let's have some red snowflakes, because why not? I'm going to put some snowflakes over here like that. Oh no, it it wasn't stuck to my block properly, and I've just catapulted it in my bin. 1 second. I'm back. I safely saved it. There we go. Found it. Let's stick it to the block properly this time. Stick. There we go. So I now have a massive mess on my floor because the only way I could possibly find it in amongst all of the dimensional backs was to empty the bin out on the floor. So that's what I did. So it's found, and that's all that matters. I'll just hoover in a minute when my hoover's charged. That's it. And now we're going to fit our teeny tiny little snowflake in that little gap in the middle and one on the edge. One there. One there. I might put one up here too. Going a little bit snowflake mad. Let's get a baby wipe to clean up my mess. Let's keep the baby wipes handy now, because otherwise I end up with ink over everything. I do like these wipe clean things, but the glue does stick to them after a while. So, right, so that's that bit. Let's do the snowflakes on the back of my envelope next while that dries, because we're going to do the same again. I think we're going to go more of the bigger snowflakes though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I've got to put my nails in it. Oh no, what if I just catapulted on the floor this time? Luckily it's not stamped this time. Right, next up, medium-sized snowflake. There we go. And now I'm going to very carefully lift this up, wipe away all my stamping. Give the envelope a second to dry, as well as wiping this over to make sure it's not too damp from the baby wipe, because I don't want it damp. There we go. And now we're going to put our flat back down this way, and then we're just going to fill in the little bit of white space up here we've got. So I'm going to go for a couple more big snowflakes at the top. There we go. That one smudged a little bit, but no biggie. And then we're just going to pop some little snowflakes in. One there. One there. That one didn't stamp very well either. On there. I think it's because I've got so much ink on my hands. I'm trying not to get it everywhere, but in the process I'm still getting it everywhere. Right. Envelope done. Next up is sentiment, which we didn't even get the sentiment out of the stamp set actually. So what sentiment? We've got season's greetings on our example. Yeah, let's go with season's greetings as well, because it's a nice big sentiment. There we go. Let's clean as we go. Let's scrubby dub some of these stamps off so I don't keep getting ink everywhere. So I'm doing a video marathon again today, because when I've got a whole day with no kids, it's a good day to get lots of videos done. So my scrubby dubby has already been well used today. And I can just take this one off of here, plop him on there a minute, and then we've got a block ready for that one. Plonk that back out the way again. There we go, and we're going to try and make this as straight as possible. There we go. Smudged a little bit in the middle. Let's try again. Still getting the same smudge in the middle of my C. My G even. Must be something in it. So I might have to give that one a bit of a deeper clean later. Probably got the teeny tiniest bit of fluff or something stuck in there that's making it act up. Okay, right. Ink can go away. Stamping done. Right. We'll put that one back in the stack in a minute. I've got a nice little stack of stamps around me that need to go back in their proper homes. So, because they're both pretty much the same, they've both got that weird blotchy bit. I'll just go with the first one. They just moved on me. Take a smidgen off the top, just the teeniest, tiniest little bit. There we go. Happy with that. So right, let's measure that. So that's a smidge over an inch. So we'll do a smidge over an inch and a half by 3. So where is my scrap of green? So we want it, what did I say it was, how wide was it? 2.5 wide by a smidge over a inch wide. So we want that 3 then, don't we? No, 2 3/4. So we want it to be massive. Yeah, 2 3/4 is plenty. 2 3/4 there. Then it was a smidge over an inch, wasn't it? So we're going to make it a smidge over an inch and a quarter. When I say a smidge, I mean a 16th. So there we go. That's our 2 bits there. That's my extra ones. Let's glue this bit to this bit. Go. I feel like a 1/4 of an inch border was just right, so it would be an 1/8 of an inch either side. And now let's bring this back in because this should have had enough time to dry. And we're going to stick this bit down. Come on, glue, where are you? You were there just a minute ago. There we go. And that goes like that. So then we've got the tricky bit now. So this one only sticks on this side. So we're only going to put the glue on this half of it. Like so. And I'm not going up to the halfway point. I want to try and stay as far away from the halfway point as I can. I'm going to hold these down carefully. I'm going to put my dry side down first so that I can adjust if I don't feel like it's in the right place. And then I'm going to stick my gluey side down second. There we go, like that. See, and now we're only stuck on that side. Then we're going to do the exact opposite with our snow globe. We're going to stick down, I'm going to put the glue on this side. Yep, so this side here. Bit down there too. We've got to put this quite close to the top, so we need to remember to leave space for our snow globe bottom. So trying to make him symmetrical as possible. There we go. Like that. We can give a little slide around if we're not happy. There, and let's get this side stuck quickly so we can still, no, hang on, glue this side so we can still move our other bits around. if we're not quite in the right place. So yeah, our snow globe needs to go up a smidge. Up. That's it. Just the right amount of space. There we go. There we go. Oh, and now this side's stuck down, hasn't it? Of course it has. Because I forgot that I squidged ink on it. So there we go. It goes just like so. I think I might put a tiny bit of white cardstock just there behind to hold those together. So that'll do. And a little bit of double sticky will do the job instead of glue. Instead of me getting too many more things all gluey. Because I'm not a fan of how the snow globe is in two different pieces. So when I've cut out my snow globes for things, I've fussy cut them rather than use the dies to cut them. Because I didn't want two separate pieces, I wanted them to stay the same piece. So there we go, that just supports those two to stop them flapping around. Oh, and it wasn't even quite straight, was it? There we go. So there we have it. That is our second project from the lovely Heather over at Stamping with Nellie. Thank you very much for my little craft packs through the post. I've enjoyed them thoroughly. Again, if you would like to see Heather's original projects, then do pop over to Stamping with Nellie, or Stamp with Nellie should I say, and it will have all of her videos over there of what she did originally. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll pop back again soon. Bye bye.